What will happen when two friends buy kittens, but something feels wrong? At first, everything seems normal, but then strange things start happening. Their new pets are hiding a secret, and the truth is more shocking than they ever imagined. Keep watching to see how their dream pet turned into a huge surprise. The story begins in Alberta, Canada, where two best friends, Ava and Scarlett, lived side by side. They did everything together, and after graduation, they decided it was time to get a pet. But not just any pet. They wanted something special. Ava had always loved Sphinx cats, a rare breed known for its friendly nature and unique appearance. Unlike other cats, they had no fur, just soft, leathery skin. After some thought, Ava and Scarlett agreed to adopt one together. But there was a problem. Sphinx cats were expensive, sometimes costing over $1,000. Finding a real one was even harder. They spent weeks researching, learning about breeders, and making sure they wouldn't get scammed. Local breeders were rare, so they had to expand their search. But one day, while searching online, Ava and Scarlett found a website where people posted ads for pets. As they scrolled, something caught their eye. Sphinx kittens for sale at half the usual price. It felt like a dream come true. These cats were expensive everywhere, but here was a chance to get one for much less. Excited, they contacted the seller right away. Deep down, they knew it might be a scam, but their excitement took over. They felt lucky to have found such a deal and didn't want to miss the chance. The seller agreed to meet them in a parking lot, which seemed odd, but they ignored their doubts. When they arrived, everything happened quickly. The seller handed them two tiny, hairless kittens. They looked just like Sphinx cats, small, wrinkly, and a little wobbly. Without thinking twice, Ava and Scarlett handed over the cash and took their new pets home, feeling like they had just won the jackpot. But something wasn't right. Within days, Ava and Scarlett noticed small bumps and scratches on their kitten's skin. At first, they thought it was just a minor allergy or irritation. But as days passed, the kittens didn't get better. Instead, things got worse. 2 weeks later, something shocking happened. Tiny hairs started growing on their supposedly hairless kittens. That wasn't normal for a real Sphinx cat. Panic set in. Hoping for answers, they rushed to the vet. Their hearts pounded as they waited. They had no idea they were about to hear something they never expected. The vet examined the kittens carefully, then looked at Ava and Scarlett with a serious expression. The news was shocking. The kittens were not real Sphinx cats. Someone had shaved them and possibly used hair removal products like Nair to make them look hairless. The bumps and scratches on their skin were likely from razors and chemical burns. Ava and Scarlett couldn't believe it. They had been scammed. The person who sold them the kittens wasn't a real breeder. They had taken ordinary kittens, shaved them, and passed them off as expensive Sphinx cats. By the time Ava and Scarlett realized the truth, the seller had vanished, and their money was gone. But more than that, Ava and Scarlett were heartbroken for the kittens. These tiny animals had suffered just so someone could make quick money. The thought of someone shaving innocent kittens, causing them pain just to scam buyers, made them furious. Instead of sitting back, they made a decision. They wouldn't just accept being scammed. They wouldn't let this happen to others. And most importantly, they wouldn't abandon their kittens. Even though these weren't real Sphinx cats, they were still living beings who needed love and care. But they wanted justice. They needed to find the scammer and stop him before more people got tricked. Ava and Scarlett knew they had to be smart. They had already lost their money, and the scammer had disappeared. But what if they made him come to them? They came up with a plan, set a trap by pretending to be new buyers. They created a fake account and searched online for similar listings. If the scammer was still active, they had to find him. Before moving forward, they called their friend Emily, who was a police officer. They told her everything: the fake Sphinx kittens, the parking lot meeting, and how they wanted to catch the scammer. Emily listened carefully and agreed to help. She warned them to be careful but supported their plan. With Emily's guidance, they started searching online. For 2 days, they kept looking, but the scammer seemed to be gone. Then, on the 3rd day, they found something. It was a new ad, someone selling a Sphinx cat at a suspiciously low price. The seller's name was different, but the wording in the ad was strangely similar to the one they had seen before. Something felt off. To be sure, Ava and Scarlett decided to contact the seller. They messaged him, showing interest in the cat. But this time, they made a small change. Instead of just agreeing to buy it, they offered more money than what was listed. They also insisted that they needed the kitten immediately. Their trick worked. The seller responded quickly, eager to make the deal. And then, the final confirmation. He asked them to meet at the same parking lot where Ava and Scarlett had been scammed before. That was it. They knew it was the same guy. Emily agreed that this was enough proof to move forward, but to make sure everything was handled legally, she decided to bring her friend Lucas, a vet. He would check the kitten and confirm if it was real, or just another poor shaved cat. On the day of the meeting, Ava, Scarlett, Emily, and Lucas arrived early and parked at a distance. They watched the parking lot, waiting for the seller to show up. A few minutes later, a man arrived, holding a small pet carrier. Ava and Scarlett immediately recognized him. It was the same guy who had scammed them. Emily told them to stay in the car while she and Lucas approached him first. Emily greeted the seller as if she were just another buyer. She asked to see the kitten, and the man happily opened the carrier. Inside was a tiny, hairless kitten. Except something was off. Lucas leaned in, carefully checking the kitten's skin. And there it was. The same signs of shaving, tiny cuts, and irritation. It was happening again. Without hesitation, Emily pulled out her badge. "You're under arrest for fraud and animal cruelty," she said firmly. The scammer froze, completely caught off guard. He tried to run, but Emily was faster. She grabbed him before he could escape, and within moments he was handcuffed. Ava and Scarlett couldn't believe it. They had done it. The man who had tricked them was finally caught. At the police station, the scammer was interrogated. It turned out he had been running this scam for months, selling over 20 fake Sphinx kittens in different cities. Many people had lost their money, thinking they were getting a rare breed when, in reality, they were just adopting shaved kittens. The good news? Thanks to Ava and Scarlett, the scammer was finally exposed. The story made headlines in their local community. Lucas even shared the details online, warning people about pet scams. The response was overwhelming. People praised Ava and Scarlett for their bravery and determination. But Ava and Scarlett didn't stop there. They made it their mission to spread awareness about pet scams. They shared their story, urging people to be careful when buying pets online. They warned against meeting strangers in parking lots and emphasized the importance of adopting from shelters or visiting trusted breeders in person. Despite everything, Ava and Scarlett had no regrets. Their kittens, though not Sphinx cats, were still special. They had been through so much, but now they were safe and loved. Over time, their fur grew back, and they turned out to be just as playful and affectionate as any other cat. Ava and Scarlett had started this journey searching for a rare breed. But in the end, they found something even more precious: loyal pets and a story that would help protect others. Their experience taught them a valuable lesson. The best pets aren't always the ones you expect, and real love isn't about breeds or price tags. It's about giving an animal a safe and happy home